Welcome into Liberty First Credit Union Arena. An impromptu national anthem there as the music cut out, so PA guy just said, I'm going to do it myself. As we get set for this battle between a couple of West Division rivals and the two top teams in the league as of right now, the Sioux City Metros and your Omaha Junior Lancers. Your starting netminders for this one in goal for the Metros, number 29, Lachlan Jackson. And in net for your Junior Lancers, number 32, Jaden Salado. Farnsworth and Lundgren are manning the blue line. Bador between Martisan and Chase, the forward unit, to start things off for the Junior Lancers. Ryan Hedquist will step in to take the draw for the Metros as we get set to get things underway. Two stick taps and a Ric Flair from the Omaha bench gets things going. Puck into the Sioux City zone. Jackson holds things up behind the net. Puck tipped out to center. Turned and fired right back into the Sioux City zone. Jackson back out to play it again. Hope first one there. Harder with it. Breakout pass. Up for Fitch. Had a bounce off his stick. Solma holds the zone. His shot blocker saves Salado. Into the corner it goes. Fitch back down low. Solma. Couldn't connect on the pass. Now Martisan out of the zone for Omaha. Across for Chase. Cut through the blue line. Shot deflected wide. Metro's control in the corner. All the way down for Farnsworth. D to D Lundgren. Fitzpatrick at the red line. Backhands it into the zone. Hope back to retrieve for the Metros. Now goes D to D for Harder. Through the middle for Friggy. He's got a step on Farnsworth. Centering feed through everyone. Starts to break out for Omaha. Pass behind Fitzpatrick. Harder controlling for the Metros now. D to D. Patrick with it. Takes a check there from Fitzpatrick as he dumps things in deep. Top with it. Checked off of it. Still gets a centering feed out in front. Harder now at the point. Tipped in front. Goes wide of the net. Banizak picks it up behind. Tried to start the breakout on the half wall. Gets tied up in the corner. All red. Off the wall looking for Fitzpatrick. Can't get around Harder. Sioux City had to touch up as he just played it inside the zone. With time, Lundgren controlling into the feet of Roby. He'll circle back. Barnhart, fresh off the bench. Aggressive forecheck from the Metros keeps it inside the zone. Barnhart stepping in front of a loose puck. Still held in. Hedquist a shot, gloved down by Salado, and he'll freeze it. As Omaha got caught scrambling there, unable to clear their own zone. Just a couple minutes into this first period, still scoreless. Hedquist in to take the draw against Lachlan Wilmers. Right out in front, Sioux City couldn't get one on target. Solma behind the net, holding, controlling. Now into the corner with it. Get checked off of it there. Battle for it in the corner. Still digging for it down low. And finally, the ref's just going to blow the whistle. We're going to get a face-off inside the zone. Friggy in to take the draw against Parsons. One back by Omaha. Wagner on the half wall. Good patience. Now heads out to center. Weaving through middle. Plays it off the wall. First one to it in the corner. Looking out in front. Wagner with it. In behind. Couldn't get one out in front. Checked off there. Omaha comes out with the puck. Banaszak at the point. Might have been tipped in front by Warner. Easy save there for Jackson. Bodies colliding on the half wall. Jackson moved it back. Patrick moved it back behind for Hope. Still controlled now by Omaha. In front, Parsons, a shot off the post. Barnhart held it in for the moment, but it hops out of the zone. Race for it between Top and Werner. Good job by Werner. Fending off his man and now controlling the puck. Wraps around to the near side. Hope there at the point. Just played it off the wall. Banaszak there to collect. Through the middle, no one in a green jersey there. Omaha controlling. Stretch pass behind Wagner. Got tipped from him. Graham just chips it in deep, taking the pass. No icing. Barnhart through the point. Eiler couldn't chip it out. Held in. Ownby now in the corner. Up top, Harder. Shot didn't get through. Still in the zone. Ownby, his pass deflected out. Couldn't chip it in deep. Hope on the back check. Now a bouncing puck goes back to Sioux City's end. No icing. Icing is waved off. Hope forgot the puck that time. Still loose in behind. Now played into the corner. Fitch there to move it back behind for Hope again. Up for Solma. Breakout pass finds Fitch again. Good back check there from Wilmers. Causes a loose puck, but it goes in behind the Omaha net. Sioux City try to get a stick on it. It's played to the far side. Barnhart's pass off the skates of Roby. He'll head off for the change as Patrick quickly turns back up ice. Lost the puck on the shot and chipped out of the zone by Badura. Harder with it. He went D to D. Stretch pass off a body and right on net. Jackson had to steer that into the corner. Played up for Fitch. Has Solmo with him. Can't get around Lundgren. Puck tied up in his skates. Along the near side, Harder will step in. Takes a hit there. Still controlling. Backhand try didn't go deep. Now Bador walking out with it. He'll gain the red and flip it in. Harder, first one to it for the Metros. Lost it into his feet. Battle in the corner. Hedquist kicks it up for Fitch. Lost control of it in his feet as well. Puck pinballing around in the corner. Now kicked out. Bador couldn't gain control of it. Still working in behind. Bador with it. Backhand try out in front. Goes wide. Marzin cycles it down low. Bador trying to be the first one to it. Patrick goes down trying to play it. Now Harder. Can't clear the zone. Chase gloves it down, but turns it right back over. Played out to center where Farnsworth controls. Waits to touch up. He stays on sides. Now into the corner as the defenseman fell down. Centering feed was too high for anyone to control. Solma with it now. Loose puck picked up by Cody Parsons. Takes the hit there by Friggy and moves it inside the zone. Harder now with it. Turns up ice through the middle. Bends off a check there from Parsons as he sends it all the way down. Icing called on the play. 10:16 left to go in the first period. I believe that's Cody Parsons in taking this draw. He's able to win it back for Fitzpatrick. A shot right into the chest of Jackson, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Parsons will step in again against Friggy this time. This time Friggy able to move it to the half wall. Tied up there. Played off into the corner, now back behind. Ebner with it. Off the wall for Top. Good breakout pass, clears the zone for the Metros. Banaszak, a good stick, stops a rush. Sioux City now back in their own end. Hope Through the middle for Friggy. He'll just chip it in deep. Salado back to slow things down. Banaszak up the wall. Nobody there. Metro's controlling in front. Banaszak blocked it. Good thing he did is he set a screen for his own goaltender that time. Wagner played it for Parsons, who just chips it out of the zone. Now Badura got to be careful with that deflection as well. He just kicked it like a hacky sack. Now Ben Parsons controlling it across the red. Trying to use that big body to cut towards the net. Centering feed, no one was there. Hope just moved it into the corner. Tied up there on the half wall. And the ref will just blow this one down as puck didn't seem to be moving at all. Getting to the halfway point of this first period. It's been a good physical hockey game so far, still tied at 0. Wilmers will take this draw. Sioux City able to control and clear the zone. Back in for Harder. Flipped up but not out. Wilmer's able to glove it down. Patrick moves it off into the corner after taking the hit from Eiler. Still down low for Harder. Roby there trying to move it down in deep. Off the stick of Ownby and sent right back in the zone. Omaha heads off for the change. Sioux City fires it all the way for the Omaha defense. Barnhart at his own blue line. Across for Banaszak. He'll start to work up ice, gains the red, fires it in deep. Jackson slows it down behind the net. Patrick trying to be the first one there. Martizan got there at the same time, but Sioux City able to clear the zone now. Harder cutting through the middle, looking to start the regroup. Patrick with it. Cross ice feed, hit a skate, still in the Metro zone. Off the wall, Fitch. Another pass off the skate. Omaha had to touch up. Patrick now with it, throws it off the glass all the way down, but this is going to be icing in the face-off back into the Metro zone. So some strong neutral zone play there from the Junior Lancers, forcing an icing and a face-off deep inside Metro territory as they look to get something set up off the draw here. Bador will take the face-off against Hedquist. One back for the Metros. Hope goes behind for Harder. Flips it straight up the gut. Not out just yet. Omaha touched up anyways. Played up ahead. Hedquist dodges a check, now moving in across the blue line. Takes a hit there in the corner. Now Fitch behind the net. Wraps it up for Hope at the point. A knuckle puck went off the shoulder or helmet of Chase, one of the two, and goes out of play. We'll get a face-off deep inside the zone. Friggy's line back out there for the Metros. He's between Top and Bauer. Meanwhile, Parsons will step in to take the draw against Friggy. Allred at the wing with Fitzpatrick as well. One back to Top. His shot through traffic, kicked away by Salado. Big time save from the senior netminder. Played into the corner. Sioux City controlling with Harder. Toe drag through the middle. Now walks through the slot. Looks to clear the zone. He'll spin back and gain time. Sauced across for Hope. Stretch pass off a skate, but Bauer controlling. Enters the zone. Drop for Top. Shot got blocked right onto the stick of Bauer. Couldn't find anyone out in front. Top with it now. Looking to center it. Nothing doing. Harder now at the point. Sidesteps a hit. Walks at the circle. Fires. Goes high. Bouncing puck in the zone. Finds its way underneath a couple of sticks and out. And a call coming up on the Metros. Fitzpatrick taking down at center. It'll be on number 23, Cash Friggy. 2 minutes for tripping, and Omaha is going to get the first power play of the game. Looking to score the first goal of the game. Chase will step in to take the opening draw of the power play. Martisan right behind, looking for the shot. Warner came in and picked up a loose puck off the draw. Down low, Chase. Banaszak fires one wide. All the way up top for Bedore. Just had to quickly move it down low. Warner able to steal it from Hope. Up top for Banaszak. They look to calm things down and set up. Over for Banaszak at the top. Down low and just hopped over the stick of Chase in the corner. Tried to pass it behind his back. Still underneath him. Now Harder gets to a loose puck. Backhand try. Glove down. Banaszak walking in. Touches it up. Can't get the shot off. Still inside the zone. Down low, Chase. Pinned up against the wall, and Sioux City clears it. Halfway through this Omaha power play, as they have to pick it up in their own zone. Bedore now works up ice. Cutting through the middle, had it poked free. Fitzpatrick a shot through traffic, but just missed the net. Now Fitzpatrick trying to Farnsworth was trying to keep it in deep. Wagner a good hold at the blue line. Sioux City right back on the loose puck, able to clear it. Harder makes a couple of nice moves. He's got a step on Parsons. Taken down, and that's a penalty. We'll see if it's a penalty shot. I don't believe he had a step. It's just going to be a 2-minute penalty on Parsons. Ben Parsons, 2 minutes for holding, and we'll play 4-on-4 here for 37 seconds before Sioux City will get their first attempt at a power play. Now, I do love the penalty shot, but I have to agree with the official on that one. Not a clear step for a breakaway that time. Hedquist will step in to take the draw against Chase here to start this brief 4-on-4 period. Hope across. Shot through a screen, went high. And now Omaha with Wagner will clear the zone. Across the red. Cross ice feed, nice pass for Farnsworth. Walking in, tried to toe drag around the defense. Nothing doing, Sioux City collects. A good steal on the back check, and Wagner with it now. Working to go wide. Escapes from Fitch. Now cuts to the middle. It opened up for him. Shot just got ramped up high and into the netting. And we'll get a face-off. 7 seconds left to go in 4-on-4 time before Sioux City will get about 1 minute and 23 seconds of power play time. Werner able to control it himself off the draw, but the Metros take it back from him. Now Hope controlling inside his own zone. Metros get a man back. They're on the power play now. Into the Omaha corner. Farnsworth wraps it all the way around, held in there by Harder. Shot from a tough angle and went high into the netting. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone. Off the draw, Hedquist able to kick it back for Hope. Spins away from a check in front of his own bench. Now dishes it off at the red line. Solma. Spinning, trying to buy some time. Hope at the point. Dishes it across. Fitch a shot into the blocker of Salado. And able to find that loose puck and get a glove on it for the whistle. Just caught that wrist part of the blocker and dropped right in front of him. Good awareness and able to find it and get the whistle. Fresh unit of killers out there now for the Junior Lancers. Wagner will step in to take the draw against Harder. Tied up, Wagner able to move it back for Banizak. Backhand try didn't get out. Glove down by Hope, but Wagner able to force it out of the zone. Hedquist with it. He'll spin back and dishes it across for Solma. Spins back once again from the pressure from Martizan. Across for Fitch. Gets the red and throws it in deep. On net, Salado is just going to move it in behind the net. Sioux City first one to it. Right out in front. Harder, a try, goes wide. Salado might have gotten a piece of it, redirecting it into the corner. Last few seconds on the Sioux City power play. Harder with it at the half wall. Up top, Solma. Working at the blue line. Omaha out of the box. Save from Salado goes into the netting and a much-needed whistle as Omaha back now to full strength. .303 left to go here in this first period. Both teams getting a chance on the power play, but nothing doing. Barnhart, after the draw, wraps it around for Roby. Battling Hope there, trying to push it out. Still tied up just inside the blue line. Friggy on the D side for the Metros, holding it in. And a whistle will give a face-off inside the zone. Wilmer's able to win the draw back for Banizak. Backhands off the glass. Chipped out by Roby. Puck race won by Top. He'll play it back for Patrick on his defense. Catches an edge. Turned over. Eiler couldn't get the shot off. Top blocks it in front. Wilmer's a try from a bad angle. And a save there from Jackson. Redirects it into the netting, so a faceoff will happen deep inside the zone. Shots right now 6-3 in favor of the Metros. As we're in the late stages of this first period. Omaha tried to go right on net with it. Marzen. First one to it behind, but his pass to nobody. Now Top with it. Harder, cutting across the blue line, now through center. Around a couple of checks, can't get around Banizak. Good stick. Plays it back to the red line. Bauer for Top. Gives it for Harder. Sioux City regrouping in their own zone. A tipped pass goes into the netting and a face-off in front of the Sioux City gate here in the neutral zone. 2 minutes exactly left on the clock. Bedore on the draw. Bouncing puck one back to the Sioux City defense. Harder with it. Floating puck out to center. Taken over by Farnsworth across the red. Hammers it in deep. Back behind Patrick with it. Tried to move it up the wall. Intercepted there. Chase trying to move it in deep. It's knocked off of it. Hedquist now with it. Turns away from a check in the corner. Lays it now back down low for Patrick, trying to buy some time. Harder now tries the far side. He'll backhand it out to center again. Chipped in by Fitch, just across the red line. Fitch on the loose puck. Squirts out for Martisan. Omaha had to be careful there on that change. They avoid the too many men, and it's flipped into the Sioux City zone. But offsides called on the play, and then a face-off will happen back in front of the Omaha bench where the pass came from. Just under a minute left to go here in this first period. Off the draw, Sioux City controls. They'll go back to the D for Harder at his own blue line. Sauced over for Hope. Trying to hit Bauer, streaking across the blue line, tipped up into the netting, and the faceoff will come outside the zone. Neutral zone face-off here, under a minute left to go in this first period. One back for Omaha. Banizak running into Warner there, but gets it across for Wagner. Cross the red line, dumped in. Bodies colliding in the corner. Loose puck comes out in front. Hope there to steer it out of trouble. Bauer now across the blue line. Over for Top. Checked off by Barnhart. Loose puck. Sioux City couldn't get to it in time. Wagner in behind. Lost an edge. Hope controlling at the point. D to D. Harder. His shot through traffic. Never made it on net. Caught up in some gear. Friggy now a chance. Goes wide. Hope with it. Skates colliding there at the point. Now goes down low into the corner. And that does it for the first period of play. We're right where we started, all knotted up at 0. And exactly what we thought coming in. A defensive first period. Not a lot of shots for either team as we go to the locker room tied up at 0. We'll be back for the second period. You're watching Junior Lancer Hockey on the Omaha Hockey Network. Welcome back for second period action between the Omaha Junior Lancers and the Sioux City Metros. Still all knotted up at 0. Metros controlling the opening draw harder, able to move it up neutral ice and send into the Omaha zone. Soma will just dump it right back in. Big hit in the corner there by Cody Parsons. All red. Moves it up for Fitzpatrick and clears the zone. Into the feet of Cody Parsons again. Held in at the blue line, but Farnsworth couldn't hang on to it. Hedquist now working back the other way, into his feet. Still controlling. Stops at the hash marks and wraps it around to the near side. Still a battle for it there along the half wall. Fitzpatrick comes away with it. Up for Allred. Just backhands it out of the zone. Hope fires it right back in. Farnsworth lost control of the puck. Solma had it poked free from him. Now up the far side, Roby. Tried to move it back into the corner. Got knocked off there again. Lundgren tried to just go right up the middle with it. Got poked free. Now Top played it out in front. Kicked away by Salado. Still loose in the crease. And Omaha able to recover and clear the rebound. A dangerous chance there for the Metros. Harder now walking in. Fires. Nice shot. But getting a piece of that one was Salado. Sioux City controlling play early here in the second period. Top with it, right back out in front. Turn, fires, Friggy wide into the corner. Top again with it. Hit a stick, and it's going to bounce over, not out of the zone yet. Shot from Harder into the chest of Salado. And Lundgren takes some exception to the late slash there. I don't think we're going to get a penalty. Both teams getting a shot there. We're just going to get a whistle. And a face-off deep inside the Omaha zone. Egdorf will take the draw for the Metros. Ben Parsons, his line back out there for the Junior Lancers. He'll take the draw for Omaha. Controlled by Sioux City. Ownby back up for Harder. Another shot through traffic. Pinballs around in front. Played back out to the defense. Another shot saved by Salado. Rebound fluttered up, but Salado able to get on the puck and get a whistle. Omaha doing its best to clear bodies from out in front. You can feel the intensity ratcheting it up here. The farther along we go in this game. Vanizak wraps it around to the near side. Harder able to hold it in, gloved down by Salado, and frozen for another whistle. Tied up along the draw. Werner comes in to try and chip it off the glass and out. They call it out. They say the puck came out of the zone. A call going Omaha's way as the offsides face off. Coming up now. Moved over to the half wall. Picked up there by the Metros. Fitch walking in, fires, glove down by Salado, unable to catch it. Rebound played in behind the net. D. Farnsworth played it off the wall, unable to clear though. Back for Warner as he took a hit to clear the zone. Sent right back in. Farnsworth will hold things up behind the net. Breakout pass for Werner. Fans on the cross ice pass, but then hits Wagner just across the red line. No icing. Wagner, first one on it. Trying to protect it from Hope. Parsons in to throw a check as well. Puck tied up in some feet. And a drop stick. Fitch now with it. Across the red. Tricky shot for Salado, but he gets a blocker on it. And Parsons, I think this is going to be an interference penalty. Oh, they call it rough. I think the refs is going to say he skated right by a bouncing puck to make a hit. And that puts Sioux City back on the power play. 0 for 1 after their first opportunity in the first period. Both teams 0 for 1 in that first period. Sioux City will get the first crack at a second opportunity. Face-off controlled by the Metros. Out at the point. Harder with it. Down low. Gets it back to him. Fires through some traffic. Goes wide. Friggy at the point. Up top, Harder. Across for Patrick. Off his stick. Into the corner. Working it in behind. Centering feet. Intercepted by Martisan. Finds the wall and clears it all the way down. Jackson played it off the back of the net. Chase is going to be the first one there. Tried to center it. It gets its way to Martisan. He turns in a smart play, killing more time. Back for Lundgren. He's just going to sit and wait and then fires it all the way down. Sioux City on the regroup. Played across for Bauer. He'll just throw it into the corner. Lundgren, first one there for Omaha. His wrap didn't get a lot on it. Held in. Top behind the net. Up top, Harder looking for that shot. Into the chest of Salado for the save. Harder's been the shooter on this power play. They like to funnel things up top and get traffic in front. Unable to get one by Salado, though. Harder will drop in to take this face-off against Wagner. One to the half wall. The Metro's controlling. Hope with it. Over for Solma. His shot blocked in front. Good skate there from Barnhart. Blocks a shot, and he sends it all the way down 200 feet. 38 seconds remain in the Sioux City power play. Fitch tried to catch Hedquist on the far blue line. Couldn't connect. Icing called. Seen that a couple times. Sioux City trying to stretch that pass blue line to blue line and get a quick rush. That time just misfiring. Wagner stepping in to take this face off against Harder. One back for the Metros. Hope controlling. Working up the wall. Puck got caught up underneath him. Now will squeak out of the zone. Pass off the wall. Looking for Harder. He'll cut towards the middle now. Across the line. Poked away from him. Salado just had to flick it into the corner. Wrapped around out of the zone. Omaha back to full strength, but they did clear it in time. Jackson had to race to move that one into the corner as Bador was racing in from the bench. As Omaha's now back to full strength. Barnhart fires it in. Jackson able to make the save and move it out. Wrapped around to this near side where there's a battle for it there along the half wall. Bador pulls it out. Tried to fire it. Didn't get a lot on it as it goes behind. Hope now. Big check there by Chase. Goes up top. Banizak trying to kick it deep into the corner. Somo will play it back there on the regroup. Artisan trying to move Harder off the puck. Good check there from Chase, but the puck clears out to center. Picked up again by Chase. Reverse hit there just inside the blue line as Omaha dumps it back in. Hope across for Harder. Spins away from Bador on his backside. And a good check there from Fitzpatrick. Tied up a behind the net play. Sioux City able to control the puck and skate out to center. With some speed now is Hedquist. Drop there for Soma. Shot through traffic. Chest save from Salado. Egdorf will step in against Cody Parsons here. Tied up, Omaha controls. Off the glass, Patrick unable to hold the zone. Played out for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick still with it, just turns and fires it in as he caught an edge. Loose puck. Backhand try, bouncing over the glove of Jackson and wide of the net. Hope lost control of it right out in front, and a quick opportunity emerged for Omaha. Sioux City now controlling in the corner. Patrick trying to get it out. Banaszak holding that line, can't do it. All the way into the Omaha zone, Badura. Played it off the wall, looking for Allred just in front of him. Now Hope crashing up, chips it around Badura, but looks like, did it get a piece of someone in the Sioux City bench? I think so. Faceoff's going to be outside the zone, right in front of the Sioux City bench. Laid back for Barnhart. Tried to find Eiler on a stretch pass out of his reach. Icing Omaha will go back to the other end. Sioux City controlling the shots here halfway through this game. 13 for them, only 5 for the Junior Lancers. As Wilmers will take the faceoff against Friggy on this one. Tied up, Wilmer's able to move it back for Barnhart. Wrapped around to the far side, Roby trying to move it out and does. Harder at his own blue line. He'll backhand it up ahead. Back and forth through the neutral zone as Omaha now controlling. Pass blocked in front. And a penalty coming on Sioux City. Badura lost the puck and then got tripped up. As this one's going to be on number 23 again, Cash Friggy. 2 minutes tripping, and Omaha now will get their second chance on the power play. Chase is out there between Werner and Martizan. Tried to win it back. It goes to the half wall. Sioux City able to control with Hope. And they'll backhand it all the way down. Bauer, first one to get there. Banaszak actually cut him off right in front. Played to the far side. Miscommunication there between the Junior Lancers, and now Werner controls in his own zone. Up ahead, Martizan. Couldn't control the pass. Now Harder controlling in his own zone. Fires it all the way down. Banaszak, D to D. Can't chip it around top. He'll hold up in the corner. Takes a hard hit there from Banaszak that knocks him down. Omaha controls. Bador now works up ice. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Chase. Across for Bador, walking in. He'll cut through the middle. Backhand try, bounces over the shoulder and wide of the net. Farnsworth now with it. Moving it down low, off his shin pad. Now Chase with it. His try off the side of the net. Werner now controlling the puck in the corner. Bador had the point open, but decided not to go to him. Omaha having trouble setting up on the power play as this one clears the center. Wagner had a poke free from him, fresh off the bench, but just misplayed it. Soma had a break off the bench, just misplayed it. Now the other way, Farnsworth a shot and a save, Jackson. Back and forth hockey right there. Soma fresh off the bench, Had a great opportunity for Sioux City, but it just bounced off his stick, which spurred Farnsworth the other way and almost gave Omaha a 1-0 lead here. 27 seconds left to go here on the power play. Harder will get a breather. Seems like he's been on the ice pretty much the whole game for Sioux City. He's been all over. In front, Parson just turns and fired. It went off the side of the net. Farnsworth there to hold at the point, but it squeaks out to Solma, who's got another break again. Solma with hope crashing in. Shot scored. Short-handed. The weak side lost track of Nate Solma, and he redeems himself from the first opportunity. It's 1-0 Metros. The weak side defense of Omaha just got caught napping a little bit as Sioux City was pressing the points. Created a loose puck out at center, and Solma able to win the foot race and bury it past Salado. And the Metros will take a 1-0 lead here halfway through this hockey game. Off the restart, Omaha holds the zone. Roby there at the blue line, throwing it into the corner. Eiler couldn't control it down low, and now Sioux City controlling back to full strength. They just send this one all the way down, though. Should be icing. And it will be whistled down with 7:17 left to go in this second period. Off the draw, it's played back for Harder in the corner. Gets knocked off of it by Roby. Wrapped around the far side. Slowed up and then sent back into the corner. Harder again. This time will wrap it to the near side. Wilmers off the body of Harder. Roby tried to backhand one on net. Never made it. Here comes Hedquist now. Big hit on the back check from Wilmers. Shot goes in behind the net. Omaha having problems clearing their own zone right now. Loose puck. Miscommunication again. Stretch pass. Intercepted. Back comes Friggy. 2-on-1 with Solma. Finds him, but just sneaks underneath his stick. Big hit there just inside the blue line. Omaha able to clear the zone, though. Hope being harassed there by Roby. He'll head off for the changes. Hope jumps over a stick and enters the zone. Knocked down there by Farnsworth. Good hit. Hope looking for that back door and couldn't find Bauer. And then Chase was tripped up behind the play. And Omaha will jump back on the power play. Sioux City folks a little upset, feeling Hope should have drawn a penalty on his opportunity. No call came, and then Bauer got a stick in the feet of Chase going in behind the net. And after giving up a shorthanded goal on the previous power play opportunity, Omaha will have a chance to tie things up again at 1. Off the draw, Omaha controlling. Banizak. Bador, one-timer, blockered away. Friggy finds the rebound and now plays it up for Top. Walking in, a good hit there on the half wall. Bouncing puck caught up in Friggy as it's played over to the far side. Race for it there. Hope wins it and sends it back to the Omaha zone. Bador now spins back, buying some more time. Wrapped around for Martizan. Stretch pass, Chase. Enters the zone with some speed. Around the corner, gets knocked off of it behind the net. Loose puck, Hope picks up, turns and fires it up the middle. Banaszak, quick to get to it at the blue line. Omaha able to complete the change onside. Farnsworth walks the D-man. Backhand scores! Zach Farnsworth, power play goal. 1-1. Zach Farnsworth, a brilliant move in front, walks the D-man and beats Jackson on the far side. A big power play goal for the Junior Lancers, ties things back at 1. Sioux City controls off the restart. Harder moves it across. Patrick couldn't get his pass up the wall. A move at the blue line, couldn't get it in deep enough. Wagner with it, throws it off the glass. Loose puck in behind. Parsons couldn't get there in time. The first one was Solma from Hope, shorthanded. Then Farnsworth on the power play from Banaszak ties things right back up. Shot from the point, kicked away. Rebound right out in front and finds its way to Jackson. And he's able to eat it for the whistle. Bodies flying all over the place. .412 left to go here in this second period. I believe that's Cody Parsons out to take this draw against Hedquist. One back towards the Omaha line. Controlled now by Parsons. His shot well high. Race for it there. Hope first one. Had it poked free from him. Allred now behind the net. Out to the point. Fakes the shot, goes back down for Allred. Out in front, goes behind the net. Fitzpatrick, first one there. Throws one out in front. Jackson able to pat it across. Another tough angle try, goes into the corner. Farnsworth crashing down, fires wide. Another shot from a tougher angle by Lundgren, and Jackson able to swallow that one and get the whistle. Omaha clawing back in the shots. Sioux City originally had a 13-5 advantage. It's now 14-12. Puck held in at the blue line, but misplayed out to center as Bauer controls at the red. Fires it in. Wrapped around to the far side. Badura, first one there. Kind of panicked a little bit, had more time. Another panic there from Roby. Hope walks in, fires. Blocker saves Salado. Roby with it, just tried to fire it off the wall and out. It's held in. Hope a blast, goes wide. Up the wall, Eiler trying to move it out and does the center. Harder gets around him and right back in the zone. Cuts to the middle, fires. Good save, Salado. Eiler will now skate things out himself as Bauer regains control for the Metros. Off the wall for Harder. Feed up the middle. Friggy. He'll just lift it all the way up and in. He's the first one to it, but his pass went right to the stick of Eiler. Tried to chip it out of the zone, held in there by Harder. Into the feet of Brooks and cleared out to the far side. Pass Barnhart couldn't fully intercept it. Solma in the corner. Takes a hit there and loses control of it. Played to the far side. Martizan beats Patrick to it. Can't clear the zone, though. Solma there at the blue line. Goes into the corner for Barnhart. Spins away from some pressure. Breakout pass for Martizan up into the bench. And we'll get another whistle. Under 2 minutes left to go now in this second period. Shorthanded goal opened the scoring for Sioux City. And shortly then after, a power play goal tied things back up for Omaha. Tied up in the feet, Martizan able to skate it out. Played over for Bador. Now Harder controlling for the Metros. Lost control of it, though. Chase, a chance in the slot. Save Jackson. A couple of weird turnovers there deep in the Sioux City zone as the puck found its way to Mikey Chase's stick and just couldn't beat Jackson. Bador will step in to take the draw again. Friggy there for the Metros. One back for Martizan. Shot pinballs through traffic, never made it on net. Omaha cycled it back down low again. Harder. Toe drag through the slot. Loose puck right out in front. And Chase couldn't get the pass across. He had Bador and Martizan on the far side, but Jackson able to get a stick on it and slow it up. Harder. Try to get around the defense. Moves it into the corner. In behind Bador, touches up. A penalty coming up on Omaha. It's going to be a slash, I believe, on Michael Chase. 2 minutes for slashing on Chase, and Sioux City, with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in this second period, will have a power play to try and take a 2-1 lead. Tied up off the draw. Omaha gets to the loose puck and fires it all the way down. Through the neutral zone, now into Omaha territory. Sioux City looks to set things up. It's pinched off in the corner now. Topf trying to work past Farnsworth. Farnsworth trying to kill the rest of this period out. Squirts out to the middle. But Lundgren there to move it right back behind the net. 25 seconds to go in the period. Sioux City trying to fish that thing out still. Top finally does get it out. Up top, Friggy. Top of the circle, shot through traffic. Looking for a tip in front. Didn't get one by Salado. As they'll hang on for the whistle. 11 seconds left to go in the period. Harder will take the face-off for the Metros. Plays it right out in front. Solma all across for Fitch, able to hold the zone and backhand it in deep. Harder in front, last second opportunity. Barnhart will clear it, and that'll do it for 2 periods of play. We'll head to the locker room, still tied, this time at 1 apiece. We'll be back for the third period. You're watching Junior Lancer Hockey on the Omaha Hockey Network. Welcome back to Liberty First Credit Union Arena for start of third period action between your Omaha Junior Lancers and the Sioux City Metros, all tied up at 1 after 2 periods of play. Sioux City still with 55 seconds left of power play time as we get set to start the third and final frame. Couple stragglers from the Metro locker room making their way out onto the ice. Goals in the second period. Nathan Solma, shorthanded from Joseph Hope, got Sioux City on the board at the 9:25 mark. And at 12:11 into that period, a power play goal from Zach Farnsworth, assisted by Brody Banaszak, tied things back up at 1. We've been locked ever since. Hope takes the initial draw. Across the red line into the zone. Lundgren wraps around the near side. Hope there to control. Walking down, a little exchange there in the corner. Harder with it. Looking in front, backdoor for Hope. And that one slid right through the crease. Up top for Harder, just bounced over his stick out of the zone. Sioux City will have to touch up. Final 20 seconds in their power play. Nice job by Wagner getting in the way of Hope. Harder, now with some speed, working up ice, had it poked from him and sent all the way down. 5 seconds remain. Omaha will get their man back. Chase out of the box as Banaszak steps in front of that pass. Now Hedquist couldn't get around Barnhart. Omaha controlling in front of their own bench. Turned over. Played across Martizan. Just chips it by Harder. It's going to be too much. Icing should be called on it. And it will be. Faceoff will head back into the Omaha zone. Face-off on the far side to the right of Salado. Frigge steps in for the Metros. Bador in for the Junior Lancers. Face-off one back by the Metros. A bouncing puck finds its way to Salado, but he'll get the glove and the whistle. And we'll do this one all over again from the same spot, same two centers. This time Frigge wins it back again. Soft shot from the point, never made it in deep. Battle for it there at the top of the circles. Top at the corner. Just played it in behind Bauer. Trying to move it out to the point. Taken away from him there by Chase. Lost control of it and his stick in the process. Bauer, his pass off a skate and taken over. Martizan dropped it off for Barnhart. He'll get the red. Tried to backhand it in deep. Metros regained control. Wrapped back inside the zone. Bauer plays it back for Harder. Working up the benches. Wilmers trying to shut him off. Gets around him. Now into the corner. Lost control of it behind. In front. Found Bauer there, but couldn't direct it on target. Up top, Patrick. Just fired it in deep. And the Sioux City net was off all the way down at the other end. I'm not quite sure exactly how it came off, but it was way off. Pegs out of place. Omaha is going to ask why the faceoff's going to stay inside the zone. And his request will be granted. Faceoff will come back out to center. Hedquist won it back for Hope, but Roby able to cause a loose puck. poked from him at the blue line. Now Sioux City back the other way. Fitch played it through the feet of Lundgren. Taken over there by Farnsworth. Avoids a forechecker. Can't get it around. Another one, though. Hope fires it in wide off the heel of the ref and almost into the back of the net. And now a hand pass is going to be called on Sioux City. Faceoff will go back outside. A dangerous hop there off the back of the official's skate and just went in behind the net. As Hope didn't get a whole lot on that dump in. Egdorf and Chase on the draw. Chase able to win it back for Badura. D-to-D Banizak. Played off the wall. Parsons couldn't control it. Harder on the far side. Still holding. Goes across for Hope. Banizak couldn't control the interception, and now Parsons in his own corner. Harder walks the blue line. Gets it to his forehand and fires wide. Race for it at the half wall. Wagner first one to it. Able to skate it in behind the net and create some space. Werner now. Good patience, but just in front of Wagner. Salad there to play it for Banizak. Up for Werner. Cross ice feed. And Hope stepped in front of that one. Able to regain the zone. Throws it right on net. Salado left it there for Banizak again. They'll try the same thing. Werner. This time connects with Parsons across the red line. Gets checked off of it. Able to move it into the Sioux City zone, though. Metro's controlling D-to-D. And then Cody Parsons, fresh off the bench, able to intercept a pass back into the Sioux City zone. Left there for a cycle. Bouncing puck out in front. Harder there to move it out of trouble. Funny hop out to the point. Bauer backhands it up ahead. Top with it inside the blue line. Fires it into the corner. Wrapped around to the far side in front of the Omaha bench. Parsons with time. Takes it and finds Allred at the far blue line. He'll chip it in. Allred, first one to the puck. Can't get it to a teammate as Hedquist takes over. Patrick behind. Fanned on the first pass. Finds his second one. Bauer plays it out to the Omaha defense. Parsons controlling. Lifts it up ahead for Farnsworth. Drop pass Lundgren. Was trying to find Fitzpatrick at the red line. But icing called this time, and we'll head back to the Omaha zone. Face-off one back by the Metros. Harder. Fanned on the shot. Goes softly into the corner. Omaha controlling. Stretch pass. Bounces its way to Chase. He's got help from Bador. Fake the drop. Turns. Fires. Save Jackson. Rebound. Caught up into his equipment. And he'll get the save. Just under the 12-minute mark in this third period. Still tied at 1. Shots right now 18-14 in favor of the Metros as Omaha gets an offensive zone faceoff. Hard check in the corner. No call there as Lundgren has it at the point. Left for Patrick behind his own net. Mart is in there to keep it into the corner. Lundgren will pinch down on Solma. Knocks him loose of the puck. Omaha controls at center. Up for Chase. Trying to cut in behind the defense. Good play by Harder to knock it free, but it's moved back down into the corner. Mart is in front. Patrick intercepts. Cuts back. Shut off there. Right out in front. Almost banked in off Harder's skate. He's able to control the rebound. Headmans for Solma. Trying to get around Farnsworth. Gets around him. But a good poke check from Salado denies an opportunity. Rebound still loose in the slot. Omaha gets a backhand on it. Tried to go off the glass, but into the netting. Omaha will be just fine with the whistle. And they'll get fresh bodies out there on the change. Egdorf and Wilmers are going to take this face off. It's one back for Harder. He went to tee it up, but Ownby just tried to tip it to him at the last second. Opted to play it into the corner. Barnhart out to the point. Held in. Barnhart again behind his net. This time we'll try the near side. Through the middle, out of the zone. But Sioux City in offside. And we'll get another face-off in the neutral zone. Egdorf and Wilmers again on this draw. It's one back for Graham. He had to just play it into the Omaha zone. Battle for it inside the blue. Had it bounced off of Eiler's stick, and now Graham with it. Makes a move around the defense, walking towards the net, and couldn't find a shot. Hope gets one through, but goes wide. Hope can't move it in deep enough, but still holds the zone. Second try, Frigge holds. Shot. Glove down by Salado. Loose puck at the half wall, Eiler. Cross ice feed finds Roby. Looking to slow things down. He'll move it into the Sioux City zone and just chip it in. He'll head off for a change. Eiler in on the forecheck, just gets in the way of Harder. But Top got a stick caught in his midsection. And that draws the penalty. It's going to be on Parsons. 2 minutes for hooking. As the blade of his stick just got caught in that armpit of Top and corkscrewed him to the ice. Sioux City will take a power play here. 9:45 left to go in the third period. Big kill coming up for the Junior Lancers. Wagner on the draw. Unable to win it. Metro's controlling. Hope with it. Fitch across. His shot blocked in front. Nice block there from Lundgren. Rebound controlled by Werner. He'll dump it all the way down. He's going to chase it. Jackson out to play it off the wall. Wagner there to throw things back to the corner. Puck comes out to center. No one there except 3 Junior Lancers. D to D. Lundgren killing time. Moves it up ahead for Wagner. Got it bounce off his stick. Looked like he was a fanned dump attempt that kind of just went to the stick of Wagner. Did its job, though, as Sioux City had to go back to its own end to retrieve. Now Fitch can't get around Farnsworth. Harder lost control of it, played back down low. Glove down and played to the point. Harder walking in front. Loose at the side of the net. Hope around. Finds Harder. Walking into the middle. Shot. Saves Salado. Rebound in behind. Halfway through the Sioux City power play. Back into the corner with it. Harder walking in front. It's still loose right in the slot. And it finally finds its way over to Salado. And he'll get a glove on it as a scrum ensues right out in front. Omaha got to be careful here not to take an extra one. They still have 52 seconds. And they will move the faceoff outside. The Sioux City defense pinched below the top of the circles, which triggers the faceoff to move outside the zone. And that's just what happened here. So a break for Omaha. Linesman explaining that to the center, Frigge, as we get set to go in the neutral zone. Off the draw. Martisan able to control. Fired in, but goes high over the net into the netting. Was tipped on its way through, so we'll stay deep inside the Sioux City zone. Chase will step in to take the draw. Omaha still shorthanded as Banaszak will just dump it into the corner. Martisan there to tie things up along the half wall. Sioux City pokes it free. Harder now up ice. Good stick there, but Sioux City in offside. Another whistle and a face-off coming up. Omaha doing a good job of clogging up that neutral zone. Doing its best not to let Harder burn guys wide and use his speed. Friggy will step in again against Chase. Wins it back for Hope. Across Bauer. Now top at his own red line. At the red line. Hope. Poked free by Martisan. Now tied up along the red line. Move towards the Sioux City end. As they'll move it to the far side. Last few seconds in their power play. Top cutting in behind. Centers it out in front, right to the stick of Barnhart. Thrown out to the point, not out. Shot deflected on its way in, well wide. Omaha back to full strength. And they get the fifth guy back into play. Out to the point, Hope had it taken from him, but he played it offside, and it might have been a good break for the Metros as Chase could smell a breakaway coming up. So what started out as a bad break for Hope turned out to be a good one as that stops the rush for Omaha. Fitzpatrick able to pick up a loose puck off the draw, in on sides and played towards Jackson. Maneuvered over into the corner. Trying to center it, couldn't get anything through. Harder now working up ice on Farnsworth. Good job cutting him off in front of the Omaha bench. Allred's pass intercepted by Solma. Walks around a defense. Now another one. Trying to get the pass across. Couldn't get it over to Fitch. As Salado played it across into the corner. Off the referee to the point. Harder walking in. He's got a lane. Toe drag fires, and it hits Solma in his chest as he goes down hard. Omaha, no urgency with the puck right there. Went right to the stick of Harder, and then Solma ran into Parsons again. Fitzpatrick all the way on the Sioux City zone. Hedquist wrapped it all the way around. Hope stepping in. And now we're going to get a penalty here as guys are tangled up in the half wall in Omaha's zone. Both guys will be going. We'll stay 5-on-5. As Roby will be in the box for Omaha and Joseph Hope will be in the box for Sioux City. It looks like the Sioux City, looks like that's Hope in the penalty box for the Metros getting looked at by their coach. Looking at his shoulder. They had gotten torn up in the scrum. Now Harahill wants a word. I have to assume it's on the face-off placement as we get things ready to go again. 6:27 left to go in the third period. Still 5-on-5 here. Up top. Harder, a one-timer into the chest of Salado. He read it well and gets a save. Tied up along the draw. Omaha comes in to pick up a loose puck. Wrapped around the far side. Eiler couldn't get there in time. That shot blocked in front. Now a backhand goes into the Omaha bench, and we'll get a whistle. Face-off will stay inside the zone. Face off on the far side. Friggy will take it against Wagner. Face off won by Wagner. Barnhart chips off the glass. Werner couldn't clear the zone. Finally played out. Harder with it in his own end. Stretch pass. Didn't connect with Bauer. Icing waved off though. Barnhart in his own corner. Plays it for Wagner at the half wall. Played it off the wall and out of the zone. Metros couldn't move it in deep. Top trying to move it right back in. Werner controlling. Off a body. Still with it. Now poked free. Top gets around one, but knocked off the puck. Stretch pass. Finds Wagner. Working up ice. Cuts across the top of the circle. Now cutting towards the net. Hooked up. No call. Now played off into the corner. Big hit down low. Bodies flying. Walking in front. Delayed call. I thought it went in too. Went off the side of the net, but a delayed call on Sioux City, I believe. I thought somehow, some way, that shot might have found its way in on the short side. After all that, Top is going to take a penalty for cross-checking, and he's going to argue why there wasn't called on his opportunity down on the other end. 5:15 left to go in the third period. Omaha on the power play, looking to take their first lead to the game as we're still tied up at 1. Big draw. Sioux City able to tie up. Not out. Banizak holding the line. But his pass off a skate and out of the zone. Regroup in the Omaha end. Werner plays it up ahead for Martizan. Hits him in stride now with some speed, but he lost control of it on the pass. Turned and fired right back up ice. Banizak's got to hustle back for it. Solma chasing. Spins away from a hit and out of danger. Bador picks up the loose puck. Out from behind his own net, then lost control of it at the blue line. Buys him some extra time, but Omaha came in offside. Just made one too many moves at the blue line. And caught a forward offside. Fresh unit now out there for the Junior Lancers with 1:13 left to go in the power play. Parsons, Fitzpatrick, Bador, with Farnsworth and Wagner out there as well. Tied up, Fitzpatrick able to control the draw. Dishes it off for Parsons. Walks in and fires, goes wide. Rebound right out in front. Another save there from Jackson. Fitzpatrick on top of a rebound. Up top, Wagner with it. Back to Fitzpatrick. Walking in. Fires through traffic. I don't think it made it on net. Wrapped around to the far side. And look, I think the net's off on this one. So we'll get a whistle. Face-off will stay inside the zone. Just about 4 minutes left to go here in this third period. All tied at 1. Off the drop. Oh, Omaha had it tied up. But now a rush for Bauer. He's got a break on Wagner. And a good save, Solado. And the back check knocked the net off. Farnsworth unhappy that it was whistled down, but it is the right call. And now a face-off will take place deep inside the Omaha zone. It's another short-handed opportunity, that time from Bauer. Unable to beat Solado. Fitzpatrick able to win a draw from Friggy. And now Omaha starts to regroup. 30 seconds remain in the power play. Wagner tried to center it out in front. Nothing doing. Bador tried to turn and fire it. Didn't get it in deep. Bauer now will send it all the way down. Barnhart with it. Sioux City back to full strength as he enters the offensive zone. Centering feed got blocked in front. Loose puck. And Omaha couldn't get there in time and move it out. Sioux City chips to center. Off the wall and played back for their defense. All the way down. Icing called on this one. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third period. Wilmers will step in to take this face off. Right on net in front, and Eiler just couldn't get a stick on it in time. Eiler again with it, cutting through the slot. Couldn't get a shot off, and it's played out to center. Farnsworth just turns and fires it right back in. They'll set up in their neutral zone. But that pass was intercepted right to the stick of Wilmers. He had to just dump it in as Eiler was caught in deep. Roby caught an edge and going down as the puck moves to the other zone. Solma gets around Farnsworth. Can't win the race to the puck in the corner, though. Now Farnsworth up the wall. Stops. Turns around a couple of times. Now works up ice. Finds Wilmers. Moves it deep into the corner. Throws the hit there on Patrick, but Harder controls for the Metros. Backhands it up into center. Fitch there with it. Just plays it in deep. Salado tried to get a quick up for Allred. Find its way to him and into the Sioux City zone. Cody Parsons' shot goes wide. Barnhart, a shot from the blue line, kicked away by Jackson. And he'll get a whistle with just over a minute and a half left to go in regulation. Ben Parsons in to take this face off for the Junior Lancers. And Friggy just got tossed from the draw. Top steps in, able to win it to the half wall, cleared out of the zone. Barnhart, dangerous pass D to D as it squeaks behind Banizak. Turned over at the blue line, Bauer moving it into the corner. But Wagner able to win a loose puck battle there for it. Barnhart with it again. Tried to thread it through the feet of Top, can't get it by him. Loose puck taken over by the Metros. Patrick, shot, nice block there from Parsons. Selling out to block that shot. Then turns it over in center. Top walking in. Tripped up. Now it's a fairly easy one for the official to call. A minute left in the third period, and the Junior Lancers will have to kill off a big penalty. Gavin Barnhart, 2 minutes for tripping. Will give Sioux City the power play the rest of the way out. Timeout, Metros. We're going to take a quick break as well. 1 minute left to go in this third period. Sioux City on the power play after the Barnhart tripping minor. Face-off controlled by the Metros. Up top for Hope. Across. Back up top for Hope. One time for Solma. Hit a body in front and cleared out. Big clear that time for Omaha in the final 45 seconds. Hope with some speed in the offensive zone. Shot into the glove of Salado, and he'll make the save. $30 left in regulation, tied up at 1. Harder will take the face-off for Sioux City. Wagner in for Omaha. One back by Wagner. Farnsworth turns and fires it over the glass. Held in. Hope. Backdoor looking for Fitch. Kicked away. Just a slow developing pass. Didn't get to Fitch in time. Up top. Hope with it. Across Solma. One touch. Kicked away. Rebound right out in front. Hopped over 2 sets of sticks. And out to center. A dangerous chance there for Sioux City in the last couple seconds. But nothing doing, and we'll head to overtime. Sioux City will have 1 minute and 1 second of power play time. And we'll take a quick break before we start the overtime period. You're watching Junior Lancer Hockey on Omaha Hockey Network. Back to start the overtime period. It'll be 4-on-3 to start for the first minute and 1 second. And then we'll go back to playing 4-on-4. Next goal wins it. Free hockey as Harder controlling in his own zone. Back for Harder at the top. Walking in down low, trying to get the backhand off, couldn't get one on. Solma, back for Harder, walking in, shot deflected in front. Rebound still loose, redirected wide. Hedquist left it for Solma. Going back up top for Hope. Down low, Harder walking towards the net, in front, nice save Salado. In the corner, Wagner tying up there. Out now for Hope. Nice block from Wagner. Still can't clear the zone. Harder on the half wall. Shot there into the glove of Salado right as the power play expired. Solma let off a rocket. But Salado with the quicker glove. He'll keep this game going. Omaha now back to full strength, 4-on-4. Big time save from Salad. Bador now on the faceoff, unable to win control of it. Fitch to the half wall, finally goes out to Hope. Tried to go D to D, nothing doing though. Played out to center, Harder. Had a poke free from him. Martisan now across the red line. Will look for some open space, goes back for Farnsworth. Gets it back in his own zone. Sauced up ahead for Farnsworth, now through center. Now Omaha with some time on the attack. A couple of Metro players goes down, but they regain control of it. Hope can't clear. Gets it right back to him. Held in there by Martisan. Hope still with it. Lost control of it. Into the feet of Bador. Oh, but just lost control of it. Now Harder the other way. Working one-on-one against Farnsworth. And it goes right through him, and Harder crashed over Salado. And it's going to be a penalty on Harder. Omaha's going to get a power play. Goaltender interference called on Sioux City. And it's not only a penalty, it's a rough on Sioux City's best player, number 66, Grant Harder. He's been all over the ice today, but this time runs over Salado and gives Omaha now a chance on the power play with 3 minutes left in overtime. The referee wants a word with the Sioux City coach wants a word with the referee, as Harrell will take this opportunity to try and get something drawn up for this upcoming power play. Martisan, Bador, Chase, and Farnsworth. The four out there for the Junior Lancers. Solma, Hope, and Patrick killing for the Metros. Face-off. Tied up by Sioux City. Solma controlling. He'll head back behind his own net. He's just going to try and kill some time back there. Now he'll fire it all the way down. Farnsworth controlling. Left it for Chase, but lost control of it. Still able to move it into the Sioux City zone and regain control in the corner. Up top, Farnsworth. Down low, Bador. Shot scores! Josh Bador! And you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. This party's over. Josh Bador, a power play goal. Gives the extra point to the Junior Lancers. They win this one by a score of 2-1. And some Sioux City players have already left the ice. We'll see if they go through with the handshakes. But that'll do it for our coverage today here from Liberty First Credit Union Arena. The Omaha Junior Lancers open up 2023 with an overtime victory over the Sioux City Metros. And I believe that puts them now in a tie for first place in the West Division with a couple games in hand on Sioux City. Well, join us tomorrow. We'll be live in Fremont to bring you coverage at 8:30 for the Junior Varsity game. Well, thanks for watching. For Pat Diagosto working the camera, I'm Zach Kraus. Thank you for watching Junior Lancers.